Little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
Patterson now for the extra point. Now this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game.
Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil. 2nd and 9.
20-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 46.
Now back to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here. And we'll step aside.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Hey, look at this Baltimore defense.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
On 2nd down, Dupree. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw. Kowalski. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed on all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Come on. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Kowalski. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Kowalski. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll try again. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team. Fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. In motion is Anderson. On 4th down, Kowalski. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Lions 24. Ravens nothing. Riley Patterson to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And my goodness, another interception. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. I mean, 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Throwing on 1st down, Kowalski. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harvey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On 1st down, Dupree, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Looking to throw, Kowalski. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Kowalski. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And now here is another interception. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
Intercepted by the Lions. Sets up first down and goal at the 1-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a route is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Give running right is Mitchell. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 5. Back to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Right back to Mitchell here.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
They'll throw now on the final play. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down now, Dupree, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Kowalski.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
First down, Detroit.
Looking to throw, Kowalski. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
On second down, they'll run it here. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On third down, Kowalski.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
First down, here's Mitchell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 57 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. And oftentimes makes people miss because they run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him a... as he's tackled at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Off play action. Kowalski escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's good for a Baltimore.
Play action. Now Richardson. He'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away.
smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Richardson will throw for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
In motion left comes Williams. On 3rd down, Dupree.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And the Lions, 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kowalski. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will finally get him
Richardson off the play fake. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Flushed out right. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Quick throw completed by Richardson.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
And Richardson completes a quick one out wide.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here Richardson yet again. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll run with Mitchell.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards for number 11.
The drive from here out is definitely
crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And that's going to be another good run on first down. This one goes for 14 as he is eating them up here to begin the drive. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. Oh, nice move. It's so close. He gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. QB sneak, Richardson.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. QB sneak, Richardson.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
Like you mean it.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Derek Brown, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again. Here the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
First down, Detroit.
On 1st and 10, Kowalski. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Lions.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kowalski. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now a handoff up the middle. Dupree. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man. It's Williams. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Back to throw. Kowalski. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Operating from the gun, Kowalski. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And not a good time for the sack on second and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's third down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement make it anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my passions. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my face brain. It was like work for 10K or cause it is 10 gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head downstairs to be like, see the crowd going air to be like. So I step downstairs to be like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going air to be like, ooh yeah. Courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the f*** you think your day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped downstairs to be like,